Most players struggle with Roamer not due to boredom or weakness, but because they don't grasp its true power. The Roamer isn't just there to accompany, he's there to lead. He sees the whole map, initiates, protects, and can change fights with one button. If you've ever felt useless, ignored, or lost on the map, it's because no one explained to you how to play this role well. But that ends today. In this video, I'm going to give you 7 key tips that will change the way you play as a roamer, whether you're a beginner or a veteran. Because the one who masters this role controls the whole match. Tip number 1. You're not just a support, you're the initiator, the protector, and the leader. Many think the roamer just follows, but that's not true. The roamer is the one who sets up the play, starts or cancels the fight, protects the marksman or the mid, provides vision, zoning, rotation, and sometimes even objectives. Your presence sets the tempo of the match. You play with tanks like Tigreal, Atlas, Kufra, or Akai. So your priority is to engage at the right time with good timing and positioning. A well-placed Atlas ultimate can wipe out 3 enemies. But if you engage late or without knowing where the enemies are, your team won't be able to follow you. And as they say, you end up exposed. If you play supports like Matilda, Lolita, Florin, or Rafaela, your role shifts to supporting the fight from the back. A Matilda can save an ally with her ultimate. A Florin can heal right before the marksman goes down. A well-positioned Rafaela slows and helps to poke the enemy. There are hybrid roamers like Chao, Hilda, and Baxia who can initiate, deal damage, or chase. In those cases, your role can change depending on the state of the match. Early pressure, interruption, scouting, or ambush. And something very important, even if you go 0-0-0, if you maintain map control, your work is worth more than any kill. Each match requires a moment of leadership, and if you don't take it, no one else will. A good roamer isn't perfect. He listens to the team, takes initiative, and adapts his role to the situation. That's the secret. Tip number 2, rotate with your jungler or your mid, not like a headless chicken. A common mistake is the roamer who wanders from lane to lane aimlessly and out of sync. Your rotation should have purpose and strategic sense. As soon as the match starts, help the jungler with the initial buff, but don't just stand there like a statue. Your priority is to support the team's mobile damage. The mid laner or jungler is often aggressive and invades, so you clear paths, control, provide vision, and help escape. If things go wrong, does your mid laner clear fast? Rotate together. You can ambush a side lane, force an enemy to use their flicker, or secure the first turtle. If your team doesn't rotate, don't get frustrated. Lead the map yourself. Mark the play with pings. Use your presence to apply pressure. A good roamer doesn't chase kills. He chases map advantage, and many times that starts with a simple rotation at the right time. Tip number 3, vision is everything. This point doesn't show up on the scoreboard, but it makes the difference between a good roamer and an exceptional one. Map vision is your most powerful tool. With tanks like Grok, Akai, or Minotaur, you can cut off rotations, interrupt enemy jungling, or detect ambushes before they happen. For example, Grok's wall can block escapes, while Akai's ultimate can push an enemy out of the lore. Abaxia can quickly enter and exit blind spots. Did you know that many times making the enemy jungler waste time is worth more than killing him? Go in, harass, trigger his retribution, then get out safely. Your job is done. Even fragile supports like Estes or Digi can provide vision with good positioning and skills. So remember, vision allows you to make better decisions. And that's worth gold in Mobile Legends. Tip number 4, be the invisible protector. Many roamers react only after the damage is done, but the real pill starts before the fight even begins. If you have a marksman like Beatrix, Brody, or Cloud, you know they're going to be the target of the enemy assassin. Your job is to be their invisible bodyguard. Position yourself between your marksman and the danger zone. Predict the enemy's entry and stop it before it happens. If you spot a Hayabusa or Ling nearby, stay close to your carry. Wait for the right moment to stun or cover. And if you're with Lolita, charge your shield when the enemy gets close. That can absorb a full ultimate from Sicilian or Ivy. With Angela, don't wait for your ally to reach 10% health. Heal them sooner. Remember, often saving your marksman is more valuable than getting a kill. And the best part about protecting them is that when you do it right, it's barely noticeable, but you feel it and you win. Tip number 5, be the link between lanes. One of the most common mistakes is sticking to just one lane. As a roamer, that's wasting your greatest strength, mobility. Your role is to be the connector for the whole team. For example, if your gold laner is under pressure, show up from the bush, make your presence known, and force the opponent to play more defensively. Even if you don't get kills, your presence is pressure. An enemy who sees you approaching will probably back off, and that can free up your ally to farm peacefully. Also, with a good read of the map, you can anticipate enemy ganks and show up just in time to change the outcome. Your movement needs to be smart. Cutting off rotations helps clear waves, and when you see an enemy out of position, punish them. A good roamer is like a solid bridge, invisible but vital to support the team. Tip number 6, be flexible and useful. Put that above your ego. Many players fall into the ego trap. I want damage, I want kills, I want to shine. But if you're a roamer, your shine comes from helping the team shine. Your will has to adapt to the match, the team, and the enemy. Does the enemy have a lot of regeneration? Buy an Ice Dominator? Too much burst damage? Go with Radiant Armor. Need to initiate better? Then go with Conceal or Flicker. Is the enemy jungler really annoying? Buy an Antique Cuirass and don't stick to just one will. You can start as a tank and finish as a hybrid. Or make a situational item early if the moment calls for it. Also remember to use battle spells according to your role. Flicker for better initiation, Vengeance if you're a pure frontliner, and Revitalize for long fights. Only build damage when necessary. If your team already has 3 damage per second, you need to hold the line and sustain the fight, not compete for damage. Utility wins games. Tip number 7, lead the match with calm and vision. This is the most invisible role of the roamer, but maybe the most important one. As a roamer, you are the eyes and the mind of the team. You have the map open almost all the time. You know who's missing. You know if the Lord is coming, and many times you know when to fight and when not to. You don't need to talk on the microphone. Just use the pings wisely. Are they out of position? Danger ping. Is there an opportunity? Attack ping. Is your team trying to force a fight without vision? Careful ping. And when you see there's a real chance to engage, take responsibility and do it. Don't wait for someone else to do it. Sometimes you'll fail or your team won't follow, and that's okay. But when you go in at the right time and your team responds, you feel like the mastermind behind the play. That's what it means to be a roamer, the one who doesn't shine on the scoreboard but makes everything work. Did you find these tips helpful? Tell me in the comments which tip you found most useful and which roamer you're using in your games. And if you want to keep improving, you can't miss the video where I explain the 7 tips to become a better jungler. Because roamer and jungler are like brothers. When both play well, the game is practically won. Subscribe, enable notifications, and watch the next video. Your next ranked match will benefit.